guys, I know it has been a while since I have done a video, and I apologize. I have been, well, for one, I've not really been feeling good. I've been having pain around my stimulator site. I've been fighting, trying to get in with the GI motility clinic. I can't get the woman that does the pre-search to call me back. I've had to get the doctor to get on her, and she called me once, didn't leave me a extension to call her back on. I called her back, she won't call me back. I've just been having a really rough time. It has gotten to the point to where I started vomiting again. And I've also been having my granddaughter a lot, so I don't do a lot on my videoing unless she's asleep and I feel up to doing something like this. So that's where there are some things coming up and more for the channel. There's going to be some upgrades, we'll call them that. But today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's not controversial. It's more informative. I really should have done this at the beginning of summer when people were, you know, planning their vacations, because it would have been something people needed to know. And I just didn't really think about it until somebody that I follow on my Instagram account ended up in the hospital and had already planned a trip to Italy, and he was debating back and forth whether or not to go because he didn't know what to do if he would have been hospitalized while he was in Italy. So I decided to make this video because something like this happened to somebody in my family, and it's something that everybody needs to know, especially if you have a chronic illness. So what I'm about to tell you guys is very informative. It is something you need to know. So whatever you need to do, if you need to go potty, if you need to go get something to drink, if you need to step outside and have a cigarette, please stop this video now and go do those things, because what I'm going to tell you could help you and save you lots of painstaking maxing out your credit cards and just a lot of heartache and stress. So please stop the video now. When you come back, turn it back on and then listen. So I'm going to give you that chance now. Okay, so forward. So I am not using my aunt to exploit her. I'm using her experience as a tool to help others. So back, I want to say back, it was either 2015 or 2016. I'm not quite sure of the year. I know it wasn't too long after I had my last big surgery, and I was having complications and issues bouncing back from that surgery myself. My cousin's daughter got married, and she got married at one of the resorts in Mexico. And you know, at these big tourist sites, they always have usually the best of everything down there because, well, let's face it, they get a lot of American money, and American money is worth a lot in pesos. So fast forward, family went to Mexico to watch her get married. My aunt, she didn't have any signs or symptoms that she was gonna have a heart attack, and so before the wedding she had a massive heart attack that required surgery. she has insurance. She has health insurance. The stickler is American insurance does not cover out of the country health costs. So when she had her surgery, and her doctor cleared her to travel back to the United States, the hospital would not let her leave. They were holding her hostage in Mexico in the hospital. The whole family, including me, were making pleas to get her out. My cousins all used and maxed out their credit cards to pay on the hospital bills. We set up a GoFundMe account and we raised all kinds of money. I have three Twitter accounts, and I have a lot of Congress and senators that I don't know why, but they followed me, and so I sent out pleas to them. I didn't even bother with Obama because Obama was too worried about releasing terrorists. But you know, I sent out the GoFundMe accounts to all these people, and we raised a lot of money. We finally got the money to get her released from the hospital, and once she got home, the money was reimbursed, and so my cousins got the money back to pay their credit cards back. I couldn't imagine maxing out all my credit cards. Oh my gosh. Anyway, the thing that we learned is, you know, you don't know when you're going to be put in that situation. I mean, it's just like me going to Mexico with my issues. You know, I want to go on a cruise, but I've been scared because I have all these medical issues, and I'm just like, well, what happens if this happens? You know, what do we do? And then this happened to my aunt, and they literally held her hostage. They wouldn't release her. And I mean, I'm just like, oh my God, this is a nightmare. This is what we watch on TV that happens in movies. This doesn't happen to your family, but wrong. This happened to my family. My aunt, you know, my aunt. And I'm just sitting here, and my jaws has hit the floor because my aunt's being held hostage by a Mexican hospital that doesn't want to release her until we pay. I mean, we paid $100,000 already in credit cards, but they wanted more. And it was just like, are you kidding me? I mean, yeah, it was unbelievable. But what we learned from that was, when you set up your vacations, I don't know if you do it on your own. Like a lot of times you can buy insurance. Like I do it all the time. When I go on a cruise, I buy the insurance, you know, because I don't know, for one, you know, I do it almost in a year advance because, for one, I don't know from day to day where I'm going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be sick. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go on any vacation. And two, you know, you buy the hurricane insurance, because if you don't and there's a hurricane, you lose your cruise. So you buy different insurances to cover you. Then, two, even concerts, I pay for the insurance because, just like I said, as soon as I know a concert is coming to Louisville and Ticketmaster has hit me up so I can get, early first choice, I pay for the insurance because, like I said, I don't know that I'm going to be able to go because I'm paying in advance. So I get the insurance just in case something happens and I'm not able to go. So when you go on any vacation, you can take out the insurance just in case you can't go, and you can take out a health insurance that will cover you for anything you need while you're on your vacation. It will cover, if you have to go to the doctor. It will cover you if you have to be in the hospital, and you won't be in the same situation that my aunt was in. And, I didn't know anything about that. And so when this young man was talking about, being sick, and he kept on weighing it back and forth on whether or not he wanted to go to Italy, I was like, a light bulb upside my head up here, and I was like, you know what? He didn't know about a health insurance that he can take out when he goes on vacation. So I wonder how many people don't know about the insurance that you can take out when you go on vacation when you leave the States. So I thought, this would be an ideal video to do, because obviously not a lot of people know about these insurances that you can take out. And I thought, I am going to let people know, because I don't want other people to go through the stress and, not knowing what to do, because let's face it, there's really not a lot of people that's going to be trying to get you out. And, Ronald Reagan said, "Be very scared when you hear these 5 words from the U.S. government. We are here to help." We are here to help. Yeah, 5 words. We are here to help, because the U.S. government, they don't help. So you have to help yourself. And, your family, depending on how close you are with your family, they will bond with you. But, you have to do this yourself. And you have to, everybody needs to know about this health insurance that is available to take out. And so that's why I'm telling you about what happened to my aunt, because it became kind of clear to me that not everybody knows about that. You go somewhere, you have your health insurance, but your health insurance does not cover you out of the country. Once you come back into the country, whatever bills you accrued while you were over there, they will reimburse you for, but they won't cover you while you are there. So you have to have something to cushion you while you are there. Something that's going to take care of you while you are there. So, not how many people really and seriously have $100,000 on them? I mean, unless you are rich. I don't know. I've got $34,000 in credit that's been extended to me in the last 2-3 years. So I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be too hard to get $100,000 extended to you in credit. I don't know. But, I mean, it would really take a couple of people to have all of that available on their credit cards to get you paid down. But even then, just like they did with my aunt, they paid that. But then after that, they wanted more to get her released. So, it's just like running around in a circle. So, you need to know what you need to do before you leave the States to cover yourself. And I'm telling you, take out the health insurance to cover yourself. So, I'm going to insert clips.
Also tonight, a Lafayette family is trying to get help to one of their loved ones. They say a hospital in Mexico refuses to release their grandmother after she suffered a heart attack.
And this all happened while the woman and other relatives were in Cancun for a granddaughter's wedding. Our David McNally tonight says the family was told she cannot leave the hospital until that bill is paid in full.
A dream wedding in Cancun, Mexico becomes a nightmare for family back home in Lafayette. Dustin on an emergency trip to the bank
with a relative transferring money into my account
to get his in-laws out of a Mexican hospital.
It kind of feels like she's really being held hostage because they won't release her until the full balance is paid.
It started Monday when the bride's grandmother, Dixie Stinson of Lafayette, suffered a heart attack in Mexico. At Amerimed Cancun Hospital, doctors performed 2 procedures over several days, they say, before the first one.
The hospital said that they wanted $25,000 before they'd even do surgery. So everybody maxed out their credit cards and to get that first surgery done,
which she had to have. Then a second procedure at the same private hospital, but a growing price tag. Thursday alone, Dixie's son-in-law says
it was at $56,000 and now it's at $100,000.
In just a couple of hours.
In just a couple of hours.
And that's how much the hospital says it wants before
they will release her, and then they've threatened to take her husband to jail if the balance isn't paid, and then they threatened my wife's sister, Donna, to take her to jail.
The family started a GoFundMe page to help raise money as quickly as possible to cover the hospital costs.
Dixie was the best neighbor anybody could ask for.
Friends and neighbors following her ordeal now on social media.
I know that neighbors around here would rally, for sure. They were just both great people.
Since Dixie missed the wedding Thursday, the bride went to the hospital. In her wedding gown?
Yeah.
So her grandmother could see her.
It's tough.
David McAnally, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
And the State Department says it has gotten similar complaints about private Cancun hospitals and their business and collection practices. It urges travelers to nail down billing and costs before having any procedures. And by the way, Stinson's family has set up a GoFundMe page to help pay her expenses. We have a link posted at WTHR.com.
I apologize for the video quality of that video. For some reason, I could not get the link to download so I could upload it to my video. There was a lot of movement with the camera. Because watch this. I can't. It's very hard. So, when you guys go and you're sick or you don't even know things are going to happen to you, this is what my family has gone through. And, I've been close to my aunt and uncle. Summers, Halloween, all different times of the year I spent with them. And you don't want to go through this. You don't want your family to go through this. So, take that insurance out. I don't care if it costs $100, $200. Take it out. It's not worth going through what I'm showing you, what you could go through, that my family has gone through. I'm just using this as a tool to show everybody what can happen. And, you know, people go back and forth. Well, do I want to go on vacation because I don't want this happening? This is what you do. You take the health insurance out so you don't have to go through this. Now, I don't remember them ever saying anything about them taking my cousin Donna. She was born February, I think February 6th or February 9th was her birthday, 73. Mine's February 25th of 74. She's a year older than me. And I don't remember them ever saying, and I've watched this video several times, but I don't ever remember them ever saying anything about them threatening taking Donna to jail. I remember them saying about them taking my uncle to jail, which really, really struck a nerve, because my uncle is a Vietnam veteran. Okay, that really just pissed me off. Okay, it pissed me off. And you know, the U.S. government, they didn't do anything. I mean, why would they? You know, Hillary and Obama let the 4 men in Benghazi die. So why would they even worry about an American citizen, right? So please take this seriously. You don't want this to be you. And then you have a peace of mind, because that's what a vacation is. It's supposed to be relaxing. It's supposed to be stress-free. It's not supposed to be, you know, you're out there, you get sick, and now you're stuck in a hospital, and they're making all these threats, and everybody's maxing out their credit cards, and you're not sure you're going to have the money to get out. So, get that health insurance and take care of you first. I will look up the links to see what all I can find, and what I find will be down in the comments. Make any comments you want down below. If there's any questions that I can answer or that I can't answer, I will try to get the answers for you. But again, I'm not doing this to exploit my aunt. I'm using this whole thing that we've gone through as a device. I'm using it as a tool to help other people so they don't get in this situation. We didn't know my aunt was going to have a heart attack. We didn't know she was going to have 2 surgeries. I mean, I can't talk about that anymore. I'm just really glad it's over with. So, let me know what else you might want to know or learn about. And I'll try to get that information for you if I don't know it. And I hope you guys have learned something from this, because, you know, I did. And I want everybody else to be just as safe and taken care of, and not have any worries or stress before you go on vacation and while you're on vacation, because that's not a vacation. A vacation is supposed to be unwinding, relaxing, and stress-free. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys later. Have a nice night.